So I always like to start our lesson with a nice little warm-up problem. So today I'm going to make it this. Actually, two things. So we'll start with a 9. And how about let's see, a 6. And how about a 5? Oops, there we go, 5. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to try to move these numbers around. We're going to make the biggest number we can and the smallest number we can. So remember, if we're making the biggest number, we have to have the largest number in a place. So we have 3 places, so that means we're going to have 3 place values, right? Hundreds, tens, ones. So I'm going to write, to help us out, a H, a T, and an O, right? Hundreds, tens, ones. And we're going to move these digits around to make the biggest number and the smallest number can. So if we have 9 hundreds, that's the most amount of hundreds we can have out of these 3 numbers. And the most tens we could have is we could have 6 tens. And the most ones we could have is 5. So our largest number that we can make is, write it down, 965 is the largest number we can make. And if we move the digits around again, let's see what the smallest number we can make. So the smallest number we could make, we got to make sure that our hundreds are the smallest amount of hundreds we could have. So we got to switch this 9 out, and we're going to put the 5 in the hundreds place. I'm going to move the 6 up. Okay, and then the smallest amount of tens that we could have would be 6 tens, right? And the smallest amount of ones that we could have, but still have these numbers here, would be 9 ones. So our largest number is 965, and our smallest number is going to be 569. Okay, so let's review. Okay, so how are addition facts like 3 plus 6 equals 9, and I don't know, 4 plus 2 equals 6 different from doubles facts? Well, the first thing you gotta identify is the add-ins, right? The add-ins in this are 3 and 6, and the add-ins in this are 4 and 2. And so I know that they're not doubles facts because the add-ins are different in both of these, right? For it to be a doubles fact, it would have to be something like 3 plus 3, or 6 plus 6, or for this bottom one, 4 plus 4, or 2 plus 2, right? For it to be a doubles fact. It can't have different add-ins. It has to have the same add-ins for it to be a doubles fact, right? Can you think of any times that you've used any basic addition facts outside of math class, outside of our classroom? Just think about that for a second. It's a good question. Let's continue to our next page where we get to our essential question. So our essential question today that we're going to work on, this is, remember, the essential question is, this is what you're learning, right? This is what you should be able to tell your parents, this is what I learned today, right? So here's the big takeaway today. It's, what are some ways to remember sums? So that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about some different strategies for remembering your facts, right? Because facts are important, aren't they? Let's continue. So we are on the listen and draw page. So if you're wondering where I'm at, I'm on the listen and draw page, page 169 in your math book. Okay? And let's see. Let me see if my other page looks better. Well, yeah, I'll go with this one. You stay on the listen and draw page. So there's 2 boxes on your listen and draw page. I have 2 boxes on my page. So what I'm going to do is, it's the directions say draw pictures to show the problems. Draw pictures to show the problem. So I'm going to give you a problem, and you're going to draw a picture to show it, and then write me a math problem. Maybe I should use this one underneath to show that problem. Okay? So here we go. On Monday, Tony saw 3 dogs and 6 cats. How many animals did he see? So pause your video, draw me a picture to represent 3 dogs and 6 cats. How many animals did Tony see? All right, so you are unpaused. You must be back. You've already drawn your picture of 3 dogs and 6 cats. Okay, so dogs. So 3 dogs. So let's see. How can I draw a dog? There's my dog. Okay, and I'll draw my cats like this. All right. Now watch this. to do this cool little trick so I don't have to draw mine over and over. I'm going to make him smaller because I know I need 6 of them, right? And all right, so he saw 3 dogs, right? So 1, 2, 3. And he saw 6 cats, right? 3, we need more, 4, 5, 6, right? Okay, so he saw 3 dogs plus, come on, what's going on with you, buddy? Plus 6 cats, right? How many animals did he see? He saw 9 animals in all. All right, so for the next one, it says Tony saw 6 dogs and 3 cats. How many animals did he see? He saw 6 dogs and 3 cats. So pause your video, solve it on your own. Remember, don't forget to write the problem down here, and then we'll solve it together. All right, so you're back. Okay, so he saw 6 dogs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? 6 dogs, and he saw 3 cats. 1, 2, 3, right? So I'm going to write the problem for that. So it's going to be maybe 6 dogs plus 3 cats, right? That means he saw 9 animals, right? He saw 9 animals in all. Okay, so let's go to this math talk question. It says, explain how the 2 problems are alike. Explain how they are different. Well, the big thing that I noticed is in both problems, the sums are the same, right? What they equal is the same, right? They both equal 9. And they're basically, we have the same numbers, right? The same add-ins that are being added. 3 and 6, 6 and 3, right? It's just a turnaround fact, right? But the order is different. So that's what's different about the 2 problems. The order that the add-ins is being added is different. Let's continue. Let's see how this all fits in. So it says model and draw. There are some ways to remember facts. Remember, our essential question is, what are some ways to remember sums? So here's some ways to remember sums, right? Ways to remember facts. You can count on 1, 2, or 3. Okay, so if you know 6 plus 0 is 6, we can count on. So 6 plus 1 is 1 more. So we can say 6, 7, right? Or 6 plus 2, that means we got to count on 2 times. So 6, 7, 8. 6 plus 3, we got to count on 3 times. 6, 7, 8, 9. We counted on 3 times. That's a strategy. Being able to count on is a strategy. Okay, so chalk that one up, put it in your head. When you're adding 1, 2, or 3, you just use the count on strategy. Changing the order of the add-ins does not change the sum. So turnaround facts is a strategy. Just by knowing 6 plus 2, that means I also know 2 plus 6, right? So by knowing one, then you also know the other. So that's also a strategy. So you're going to practice using strategies on this page. So you're going to do all of this page. And you're going to do all of this page. So you're doing 21 problems. You've already done the Think Smarter problem with your online part of your math. So you're doing 21 problems. And then we're going to go back and check them. So when we check them, we're going to do a little bit different. I'm going to have the answers ready for you. For most of them, and then you're just going to pause and make sure your answers are correct, okay? And check your paper. All right, so pause your video, do your 21 problems, and then we'll come back and we will check them together, okay? All right. So here we go. So number 1, 4 plus 4, doubles fact, right? 4 plus 4 is 8. 4 plus 5 is 1 more, so 8, 9, right? So this is helping me solve this. 0 facts, right? The identity property of addition is what they call it. Those are easy. Not much to that, right? That's a strategy, adding 0. This is that count on strategy. So 3 plus 8, I'm going to turn that around in my head. I'm going to think 8 plus 3, and I'm going to count up 3. So 8, 9, 10, 11. So 8 plus 3 equals 11. So guess what? 3 plus 8 also equals 11. Here's the doubles fact strategy again. So doubles plus 1. So and in this case it would be minus 1 because this one's 1. This add-in is 1 less, so that's going to be 9. another turnaround fact, right? Or we could use a doubles plus 2 to help me. So if 5 plus 5 equals 10, I'm going to write that in there to help you out. If 5 plus 5 equals 10, then 5 plus 7 equals 12. And then the turnaround fact for 5 plus 7, 5 plus 7 is 12, so 7 plus 5 equals 12. 7 plus 7 equals 14, so 7 plus 8 equals, one more, 15. So this one, 3 plus 7, I'm going to switch it around to 7 plus 3, right? Because that's the count on strategy from up here. So 7, 8, 9, 10, right? Switch it around, still equals 10. So that turnaround fact. Same thing, except this time we don't have to switch them around. We just do 9 plus 3. So 9, count up, 10, 11, 12. Switch it around, still equals 12. 6 plus 6 is 12. So 6 plus 5 minus 1, right, for this add-in is going to be 11. Now let's go to our next page. All right, so this is what I'm talking about. So we're gonna count to 3. And at the count of 3, I'm going to make the numbers, the answers, right, the sums pop up. And you're going to pause your video and you're going to check your answers, okay? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, so check your answers. Make sure you pause your video and check your answers. All right, so on this page, we're going to look at 25. We're going to look at problem number 25. Let's make it bigger. So there are 9 raisins in the bowl. Okay. Devin puts 8 more raisins in the bowl. So there's 9, and then he puts 8 more in. Complete the addition sentence to find how many raisins are in the bowl now. So he had 9, right? And he added 8 more raisins in the bowl. I'd be taking them away personally. I'd be eating the raisins. I like raisins. So if there's 9 and then 8 more, right, I can use a doubles fact to help me. So 8 plus 8 is 16, plus 1 more, so 17. So that tells me that there are now 17 raisins in the bowl. All right, so your homework pages. You're going to do this page, which is page 173, and this page, which is page 174. All right, good luck.